Well, I guess, Grant, after Tuesday night, inevitably a little extra bounce in training. The players are bound to have taken something from that game. You'd spoken about maybe a lack of confidence. Man City, a great chance just to add a bit into the mix.
Yeah, it was a good game for everyone to be involved in, Pete, to be fair. And, the players have been speaking about it, obviously, the last couple of days. But, our focus has switched really, really quickly onto the next league game. That's the most important for us at this present time now. Great experience to take from that game the other night to play against world-class players. It was an amazing game for the city and for the football club. Everyone really enjoyed it, and we give a real good account of ourselves. But like I say, the focus switches now to the Huddersfield game.
Yeah, and clearly it's a very different sort of challenge, but presumably a lot you can take. You mentioned about making Tuesday a benchmark with the standards and trying to hit that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, the more we work with the group, the more that they understand our ideas and what we're trying to put forward to them, the more that I feel they'll get better. But like I say all the time, it's going to take a wee bit of time for this to click into gear. But we've been really pleased with the response of the players, particularly today. They trained really well today, and things that we want to work on. So we're looking forward to hopefully try and take that into the game tomorrow against Huddersfield. We understand the sort of task we're up against. We're against a team that's in real good form. I feel they're in the position they are in the division because they've got a real togetherness about them, a real unity, a real energy and aggression about them, the way they play, and also they've got good players in the team. So they're a team that I look at and I think it'd be amazing to try and create something like that at Peterborough United in time. But it's it's a tough game for us, and we want to go there and hopefully put our stamp on the game, give them things to worry about, and hopefully try and get the 3 points.
Yeah, they're a club that have taken a fair bit of adversity really from last season, and I think going into this one, many pundits a bit concerned as to how they go on, but they've really built that momentum.
They have, and they've got I think they've got a nice blend in their team. They've got little bits of experience, with people like Ward and Lees at the back of the team. They've got good midfield players. O'Brien, for me, is one of the best in the division. And I like the energy and youthfulness of people like Sorba Thomas and Sinani and people like that. So they've got a lovely little blend to their team. But for us, we have to make sure we focus on knowing what they're about and how we're going to stop their threats, but making sure that we go and hurt them at the other end of the pitch when we get the opportunities.
You touched upon it again there. Clearly, you haven't had a huge amount of time once again on the training ground. It's been it's been hectic, hasn't it, since you've arrived? Is it just a case of adding a little bit here and there with the team as and when you can?
Yes, we've been obviously feeding it into the players. A lot of video based work, a lot of tactical based work on the boards, as well as some sessions on the grass. But it's important that we get the balance right. We don't want to be flooding the players with too much information, and we don't want to be flooding them too much on the grass either, given the sincerity of the games that we're having. So it's trying to get the balance right. I think we have done for this game, and we're hoping the boys can go there and show the energy and the aggression and the intensity they showed against Man City. And if we can take that for the next 13 games starting tomorrow night, I think we'll get some good results coming in the near future.
How would you quantify the size of the task to get from where you were the day you walked in to roughly where you want to be? And I know it's an ever-evolving thing, but to take that first step, how much work will go into that?
Working every day, still working every day to try and understand about the players, understand about the staff, understand where we can make little improvements here, there and everywhere to try and give us the best structure to move forward as a football club. And that people are bending over backwards to help us, which is great. Everybody at the football club's pulling in the same direction. And for us, we're forward thinking. We want to see where we can improve in every department, and that's what we're doing at the minute. And as well as preparing for games, as well as making sure the players understand how we want to work, but also getting information of them, because like I said before, it's we are a type of coaching staff that we're not dictatorship. We like to get the information back from the players. We like to make everything our plan, and then everyone buys into it.
Yeah, getting that buy-in so important. Let's do the team news then. So Ollie Norburn back, I'm imagining, after Tuesday night, back available. For Reece Brown, though, just to confirm, I assume he can't play against Huddersfield?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, Reece can't play. Ollie's back from suspension. Jack Taylor has been out for about 5 or 6 weeks now. I didn't realise it was that long, having a good conversation with the physios. So we've made a decision to play Jack Taylor, Reece Brown tomorrow for the 23s. To get Jack some minutes. I think it's important given the fact that he's come back, 6 weeks out. I had a good chat with Jack today actually. He's had 6 weeks out. He's had stop-start injuries with his hamstring consistently all season. He's a massive player for the football club. One player that I rate very, very highly and have done for a number of years now. And one thing we don't want to do, and I said to Jack, I said, look, I don't want to be forcing you back. I think your welfare is more important at the minute. Getting you back to some sort of fitness where we know you can come and impact our team and you're happy and you're comfortable. So getting him 45 minutes, maybe 60 minutes tomorrow for the 23s will be great for him. And we'll look at him next week and take it day by day. Reece, obviously, again, it's important that he gets some match minutes tomorrow for the 23s. But apart from that, everybody seems okay. Obviously, just the long-term injuries with one or two others. But nobody seems to be struggling from the Man City game.
Yeah, with Jack Taylor, it's probably been quite nice for you and Cliff coming in to almost get a fresh pair of eyes on that, because I think it's left people scratching their heads a little bit because of the repeated nature of it. And I guess as well with a hamstring, and I don't know, you may know from your own playing career, but I would imagine psychologically it can be quite tough as well if you're playing and you're worried that it's going to go all the time.
I think Phil knows my answer here. I was never quick enough to pull my hamstring, Pete. Don't worry about that. So I don't know what it's like to pull it. No, I don't. No, I mean, look, I think any muscle injury you have to be very careful with, and you have to make sure the plan's in place to obviously both let it heal and strengthen it, and get the player comfortable to come back from it. Obviously Jack Marriott had a bad one as well. So there's little things that here we're picking up and trying to get to the bottom of. But we want to give the players the best opportunity to go and perform. We don't want to be putting them under sort of any risk or danger. We want everybody fit and available for selection, and we don't need to be losing anybody else. Obviously, people like Nathan Thompson, Randall's still injured, Butler's still injured, Will Blackmore, the young goalkeeper, still coming back from a little injury. So we don't need anybody else on the injury table.
Yeah, and with Jack Taylor, you've mentioned it there, he has the potential, doesn't he, to be not only a big player for this club, but to go on and have a really good career at a really good level. Yeah,
for sure. I've seen it already in the 2 or 3 days he's trained with us. I can see how he is as a player. He's a lovely boy as well, good character. I like what I've seen in him over the past couple of years and what I've seen in the training ground the last 3 days. So getting him into a good place will be really beneficial for us for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you're otherwise okay. So for Joe Ward, was that just a bit of fatigue on
Yeah,
Tuesday?
Joe's got a bit of a dead leg. We're hoping he'll shake that off. He's done a lot of loading on it today in the gym and on the grass, just to keep it moving. So Joe should be fine, and everybody else, everyone else good to go.